Subscriber series. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is a series where I play my subscribers. In this video, I'm going to be playing a subscriber and a student of mine. He's been with me for a couple of years now. So let's play a few games. Let's dive in and let's play some chess. So yeah, Cheese has been a student of mine for a couple of years. When we started, he was about 600. Now he's pushing 1,200. He's improved greatly. He's a good player. He's plays in the parks in the D.C. area. That's where he's from. He belongs to his local chess club, and he plays online. And he's had other strong chess coaches before me, I should say. So he's really worked on his chess, and it really shows. Okay, so he's playing... I'm playing the Sicilian, and he's playing F4, very aggressive, very, very aggressive. So I'm going to try to strike in the center. Actually, Cheese was just telling me that I don't want to put his real name out there, so I'm just going to call him by his chess.com name. But he was recently telling me he beat a 1,700 over the board, so that's outstanding. All right, so I'm just going to play in the center and hit both of these guys, this pawn, the bishop. So if we have takes, I take back. I'm controlling the center and hitting the bishop. So, and that's why the bishop on c4 isn't really great in a position like this. Bishop e2 or bishop b5 is probably a little bit more natural. So usually we have takes here, takes, and then again, he can probably just put his bishop on b5. I'd probably play bishop d7. And the game will continue from there. Okay, great. So he takes and throws in a check. Very nice. Now, this would be a big mistake if I blocked with this bishop, because then f5 would come. So, and I would lose my bishop because I would be pinned to the king. My bishop would be pinned to the king by the queen, so we don't want to do that. So we want to make sure we play the right moves here. So I just simply block. So, and I should say that if he did that, I could take his bishop too. But again, why make the game messy? Chess is a mess as it is. Why make it any messier than you have to? So okay, so this I'm not concerned about. So I have the bishop pair now. So he gave me the bishop pair, and this is actually a good pawn center in my opinion. So this pawn backs up this guy. And then I have a lot of control over the center here and sent these squares as well. So I think that's a good formation for me. I'm just going to castle, put my rook on e8, and x-ray his queen and his king. So he probably should have castled. Now he's going to have some issues here. This is already possible issues. Okay, looks like he might have escaped. That actually was the best move, I think. Now if I play this, he just simply moves his bishop, his queen away, and he's fine. So let's see how he handles that. But this pawn looks like it's going to drop. So far, though, he's playing very well. He's a good player. He's improved substantially. Okay, so I'll take on f5. I should also mention that he is a subscriber of the channel, which is why he's on subscriber series. Okay, and if you want to be on subscriber series, make sure you put something down in the comments below or email me. My email is linked in my... the About section of my YouTube channel, and throw me an email with your chess.com username, and we will put you on or I will put you on the next subscriber series. Okay, so this is, I think, a little unnecessary. I didn't really have a threat on the king side yet, so it's a little premature. So he's starting to see ghosts here, I think, which is normal for chess players to see. Not real ones, then that's something different. But, metaphorical ghost over the chessboard is normal. So basically it loosens the light squares. I'm going to enter it right away and attack the rook. When the rook moves away, then I'll just simply develop another piece. Also something to note, the queen and king are on the same diagonal. So that's kind of a weakness in the abstract. So I don't have any threats here right now, but I have potential threats. So I can play something like c4 and then kind of pin the queen at some point. It doesn't work right now. It's just something that's in the air that's annoying. That's why you'll see a lot of grandmasters and strong players, they'll just play like king h1 at some point to get out of those, so that they don't have to always calculate, that pattern all the time. Okay, and he plays king h1. Now, this is not live, so it's not like he's listening to me. So just to put that out there, he's not listening to me. This is taped. I'm just recording right now. So he's just playing good chess. He's a very good player. He's worked very hard on his chess game, and you could say he has a good chess teacher too. Listen, I'm just saying. But no, he's seriously though. He's a good player. So I could come in here with the knight though, and I'm just gonna start. You know what? Maybe the knight comes in here. The queen moves over here. Is it time to attack yet, or is it too premature? So I might want to save that move for a little bit. I'm just gonna build up on the king side, and then I'll play knight g4, and we'll see where he goes. Okay, that's gonna weaken his king side even more. I can still play this, I should mention, because if he takes, I take with check, and then I take the bishop. However, I'm just concerned about actually queen d2. After that, it looks like I kind of run into a wall. Oh, actually, no. That does work. In fact, I'm not sure what I was thinking, because the rook's actually hanging at the end of all this. So it looks like I have knight g4. If it takes, I'll take the queen. If queen d2 he plays, that's not good, because I would take... And after the queen takes, I take the queen, and then I take the rook. So he probably should play queen g1. Again, this is a recording. It's not live. So if he plays queen g1, I just want you guys to know he's not watching this. It's not like he's watching my live stream and he's playing these moves. I'm just saying this is what's happening. And I wouldn't be surprised if he finds a good defense here, because he's a good player. he's better than his rating, and his rating is decent. I mean, 1200's, he's getting up there. He started at like 600. So... And that was about a year and a half ago, I want to say. So now, at the very least, though, he's in a tough spot. So he's going to drop a pawn here. So he's going to drop a pawn, and that's going to be tough. But, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to drop a pawn. Sometimes, you can't sabotage your whole position because you're afraid to lose something, right? You're afraid to double your pawns or this. A lot of players will go the extreme and start sacrificing material when they're in a bad spot, where really experienced players, when they're in a bad spot, they just chill. They know how to chill. They calm down, and they just play the game. Okay, so we have knight d2 here. Does knight d2 save anything? Knight d2 is good. Very good. Oh, no, it's not, because the queen hangs. Okay. So the queen hangs. So sometimes cheese will just blunder, and that's normal. We all blunder. I still blunder. It's something that's very common. It's one of the hardest things to stop doing, but it's the main reason why, if you're trying to progress in chess, you're not. It's because of the blundering. But Cheese is a very good player. He's good all around. He's very solid. But we all blunder. So that's what happens sometimes. I was pressing him, putting a lot of pressure on him, and he finally blundered. But so okay, so I'll just grab this pawn now, and now I'm up material. I mean, the game's not over yet by any means. I'll just start trading down here. I think he should have stuck with the other rook, so he would get his other rook into the game. So now I'm just going to put pressure on the knight. The knight could just move away and attack my queen, though. I want to get this rook in, and then I'll try to work on finishing the game from here. All right. I can win the knight now with check. I'll bring the rook in, and there you go. Okay, so check. I bring the rook in. Okay. And now there's really not much he can do. I guess rook f1's the best move. But yeah, so he resigned. Okay, so we're going to do, we'll do another one. Let's see what he plays here. See, he plays different, okay, so he's playing a different opening again. I think this is the Nimzowitsch defense. So Scandinavian variation. Okay. Now I could play e5 if I want. I'm just going to play... actually, if I play knight c3, it doesn't work, does it? So I guess I got to play... I can take or play e5. I'll play e5. Bishop f5, bishop d3. Okay, good. So takes... Oh, I dropped a pawn here. Did I do that? What did I do here? All right, so I'm just going to develop. So miss something there. Dropped a pawn, but I'm just gonna keep on developing here. If he takes, my queen gets into the game. He probably should trade bishops and just trade knights, and then maybe prepare to castle queenside. So and then he could trade knights and go play queen d7, go queenside. And I say queenside because his pieces are already developed over there, so it's just more natural for him to go queenside in this game. But he's up a pawn now. He's legitimately up a pawn on me, and now I have to find a strategy. So what do I do when I'm down material? I'm down a pawn. Okay, I don't start getting nervous. I don't try to start to find all these crazy sacrifices. I just play chess. I try to play the best moves. I'm just going to develop my pieces. I'm going to castle, and I'm just going to take it step by step. I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill out. So I've been in these positions before. I've been in positions where I'm down pieces, down a whole queen, and I've come back and won against certain players. And I've been on the other side of it where I lost, being up so much material. So, it's really just about chilling, relaxing, and just trying to play the best moves. Now, it's early in the game. It's just a pawn. It's out of the opening. The thing I am concerned about, though, it was a central pawn. So we have c5 here coming. And then d4. This is, just c5 in itself can control a lot of squares. Okay, he played c6. So I don't really like c6. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see. If I come here, he can come here. Then I castle out of that. Really no good squares for my bishop because he has the center. So another reason why the center is so good, I really can't just develop my pieces here. He forks him. I can castle and get out of it, but still it's not really comfortable. I have to play bishop f4. I think that's the best move. It puts, I'm just defending this pawn, so my queen can venture out. I can go kingside or queenside. Kingside's probably safer, but queenside's probably more entertaining. So since this is a YouTube channel, I should probably be entertaining and go queenside. It's also educational, though, because I think queenside's objectively just as good as kingside in this position. In fact, I do like queenside here. I can come... Oh, I can't do that. So I was going to play knight e4 and thinking he cannot take... Oh, he can't take because I'll take with check, so he can't take my queen. So this knight e4 is a nice, useful pin I can use to get to here. Now, I wish he didn't play that because now his bishop will take if I do that. So that's a good move right here. And I don't want to give up this bishop, so I'm going to play bishop g3. So a very good move by my student here, Cheese. And he's going to probably play... okay, so what's going on here? So do I play en passant? His queen gets into the game. And then our queens are facing each other. I don't know if I want that. But also I can't allow this because then my bishop's trapped. So I don't want that either. So not many things I want in this position. So let's see what to do here. I think I'm just going to take en passant. And okay, so what? He takes back, he gets his queen in, and I'll handle this game from here. I could just push my queen back, and that's what I'll do. If he throws in a check, I could just come back here. Always play king b1 when you castle queenside. It's a good rule of thumb. So he castled. The only thing is he's coming into the line of fire of my bishop. However, he can easily counter that by bishop d6 and challenge the diagonal. So he's totally fine here and better. He has a better position. He's up a pawn. And I'd like to see how he continues from here. A mistake here would be trying to attack the queen because I could just trade, take the pawn with check, and then defend this pawn. So again, development is key. You should probably just play bishop d6. Bishop d6 here. And if we have a trade, his rook gets into the game. Okay, bishop d6. Again, very good. Very good moves. Can I play that? Can I play that? I think I can. I think that's a pretty cool move. If I play this, I'm attacking his queen, so he can't take the bishop. If he takes my knight, I take his bishop. And so basically, essentially what I'm doing is I'm trading knight for bishop, which is good because now this bishop will go unchallenged on this diagonal. I'm just looking to see if he has any in-between moves, which I don't think he does. All right, well, let's go for it. I'm going to go knight e4. He can't take the bishop because I'll take his queen. If he takes the knight, I simply just take his bishop. And if we have a trade, that's great. I'll take the bishop with the bishop, actually, probably. And then I'll have this bishop cutting into his king position. And that's what he gave me. Okay, so I'm going to take that. So I'll take... He should probably play e5 here. So that shuts the door on my bishop. Now it can no longer enter here. But I could just keep it there, to be fair. No, I can't, because now my bishop's being attacked twice. So e5 is probably the best move. And queen e3 maybe is a good follow-up at some point. I should probably get my queen on the dark squares somehow. But yeah, I think e5 is best here, because you have to do something fast. You can't do something too slow here. That's a little too slow. He's trying to double the rooks. I get it. But you know what? It might be okay. If I play this, he doubles the rooks. He takes my bishop. Check. He comes here. He's actually totally fine there. The thing is, I can't take this pawn, because if he doubles the rooks and I move my bishop away, he takes this rook. So I can't do that. So what can I do, basically? What can I do? If I go back here, he's going to shut the door on me at some point. I don't want him to shut the door on me. Then my bishop is pretty terrible. However, I could play this and get my bishop going around this way. Or I could just put my bishop here. There we go. Bishop here, simply attack a pawn. If he takes, I'll bring my rook into the game. I'll trade rooks with him at some point. I can, set up an attack on his king. He's playing excellent, by the way. He's just playing, he's playing excellent. You don't have to do anything fancy to play a good game of chess. He's playing very solid chess. Very, very good. So I'm going to take first and then probably just take here. Okay, yep, taking with the rook is best, I believe. And I can just get my pawn back here. If I could take this pawn too. The question is, which pawn should I take? Notice that the queen cannot take if I take, because the bishop's protecting. So what's the best way to take here? This one looks loose, and he can easily defend this one. So I'll take the one that's easily it's easier to defend. So he could defend this very easy at some point. So I'll take that. This one's like tough to defend in general. So that's why I took that. That's just my decision making progress here. And I'm probably going to want to try to infiltrate on the dark squares and maybe get a checkmate here or something. This is all in the abstract. Now that material's even, I don't have to be concerned too much about trades. I can trade with him. Maybe put my bishop back here. Okay, he's starting to kind of defend here. Now, if I put my bishop back here to b6, initiate a trade and takes right here, now I have this checkmate threat, and I'm not sure if he can get out of it. So let's set up that. Let's see how he responds to this. So I'll put my bishop here. Going to try to trade the rooks with him. Okay, so he does not let me because he attacks my queen first. So that would have been a good strategy. But now it doesn't really work. Should I come here first? Or do I come here? No. Do I come here? And then, okay, so I could come here, I guess. So I'm going to change things up a little bit. If he takes, I'm just going to come here. And I'm attacking this, which leads to mate, and this, which is immediately mate. So again, I'm not freaking out over a pawn. A pawn's just part of the chess game. I'm looking at the bigger picture. However, he played an excellent move here. He's attacking my bishop and my knight. Wow. Now, what do I do here? If I play this, now how do I hold on to this stuff? I don't know if I can. So that was excellent. I think if I play queen c5, though, that might hold on to everything, because if he takes now, I take the queen. And now I'm still setting up this mating threat. So excellent move by him, though. So he's a good player, like I've said before. I don't mean to beat the dead horse, but he's a good player. And he deserves all the accolades. And that was a good move by him. But if he takes now, that was the only move to get out of the fork, which was c5. Now, it's not a true fork, but I didn't want to give up the knight for bishop. So this stops the, it stops him from taking my queen. It also stops him from taking the bishop, it looks like. Okay, but now he plays another good move. He just plays here. That's excellent. So now what to do? If I come here, he takes. I can't even take back because he has back rank checkmate. Wow, outstanding. Outstanding play. So now it looks like I have to trade queens with him. Or else I'm the one who gets in trouble here. Okay, so what to do here? Do I attack the rook or do I attack this pawn? Let's attack the rook. I'll put my rook here. No, I can't put my rook there. If I put my rook there, he has check, winning the rook at some point. So that's not good. So we're even material. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns. So do I. He just has double pawns. So again, these are just small little differences here. Rook d1 is coming. No, not yet though. Like I said, knight c3 would win material. So I think I have to play king c1. Then I'll play rook d1. I'm concerned about my time, so I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit. So rook d1, then c4. He's not letting me trade. So do I come back here? So I'll come back here, attack this pawn. When he defends that pawn, I'll just put my bishop in the center of the board. I think that's better than just putting my bishop back to a3. So every move in chess, I'm trying to improve my position. I'm not taking any move for granted. He's attacking this pawn. Not sure if that's good because if I come here, he takes, I come here. And then how does he get himself out? I think that's the only move. So I think that might be a mistake. Unless he was coming here, check. But doesn't get, well, he should play probably that. Okay, he was coming there for a check. So, and now he should just play rook g8, I think. And then when I move my bishop, he just takes the pawn. I think that's best. Okay, he does it this way. That's not as good, I don't think. I'm going to put my bishop back here. And his knight has only this square to go to right now. So maybe that's why he didn't want to bring his rook here. But his knight has limited squares to go to. If I play c3, then this move right here is trapping the knight completely. So, again, little differences in the position. It's just we have the same material. It's just, so he's trying to find another outpost for his knight. But if I play c3, it looks like that shuts the door on him. Now, he should play rook d5 here to attack the bishop. It's the only way to stay in the game, I think. Rook d5, and then I have to get my bishop out of there. So it's the only way to save material, because if I just play this right now, still he would have to find rook d5. If he doesn't find rook d5, I'm going to win material. So, but he is in time trouble too. So it's a tough move to find. He's in time trouble. He finds rook d5. Wow. So if I play f4 here, he can go en passant. That doesn't work. And if I go back here, he just takes the bishop. So I just got to move the bishop out of the way, but to a place where the knight cannot take me. Let's see. If I go out of here, though, he brings his knight here. So he's getting his knight out. So I'll probably just go back here, give him that trade, but I'm attacking the rook, the pawn, rather. So I'm attacking the pawn here. Now, I don't want to take and give him this pawn because this pawn becomes passed. So I really want to hold on to that. Now, how do I hold on to that? What's the best way possible? Or do I just take? He takes. I don't like that. So I'm going to come here. Now, he could still push, take, and then take this pawn. So that's what he does. It's a good move. Now this pawn is scary, so I'm just going to take it. I don't have time to really calculate. Let's see. I might as well get rid of this guy. So he can take here. I'll take there. So I'll throw on this. Should I take? I'll take that. he takes. Now we have an even position. He has a passed pawn even, but now his king cannot come into the game. So that's just something to think about. I'm going to come here. The idea behind here is to get my king into the game. So now I can just come around like that. Yes, if he keeps his rook here, he could take my pawn at some point, but I'll just have to figure that out when I get to it. The difference in this game is, so I'm always trying to stay ahead. I'm always trying to stay one step ahead of my opponent if I can, no matter what the position. I'm trying to always look for some type of advantage. In this case, it's my rook position. So if I go there, he's gonna take me. So I'm gonna get behind this pawn. So rooks belong behind passed pawns when they're attacking and defending. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and attack this pawn. He can't defend because I'll take. And yeah, not sure how he's going to hold on to this now. Very tough. Okay, so I throw in a check. And again, I'll just get behind this pawn here. All right, he's trying to come in there. I'm just going to play here. So just to stop him from his king coming into the game. And yeah, now it looks like I'm starting to convert, trying to go for the win here. Also, it's hard. He has to really pay attention. He's got to babysit this pawn, actually. I'll just take that, and then I take this. So he just misplayed the end game, but he played excellent, outstanding game from my student and my subscriber. Outstanding game here. Again, just came down to the wire. He's playing really good chess. His game is really getting up there. He's really improving. His rating's going to go up very quickly. Okay, we'll throw in that check. Now, how do I finish this? What does my technique look like or lack thereof? Do I just give him the rook and I queen? So sometimes people can fall for that stuff in time pressure. And if he doesn't take the rook, I put my rook behind my king here. And the idea is then, how do you stop me from getting a queen? So I have some tricks up my sleeve, as you can see. But okay, so like I said, I will just come here. Just want to double check. Now he can bring his king actually up there, which is somewhat annoying. He brings his king up here, then I got to start pushing these pawns. You know what? I might as well just get the, what do I do? Do I just go for the trade? I'll just force a trade just to make the game as easy as possible. So probably not objectively the best way to go, but again, it just secures the win. So an excellent game by my opponent, by my student and friend, Cheese. And here, he has to come here or here now. All right, now we have a completely winning game. So I'll cut the king off. Just if you want to see the technique on how to finish, I just pretty much cut the king off and make the board as small as possible for my opponent. So I'll chase the king around. And now he comes to the next level, so I'll cut this whole place off, this whole file off. And I have to actually be careful here because I'm really low on time, lower than I thought. So I got 10 seconds here. Now I got 9 seconds. And now he's trying to flag me. Wow, it's a good strategy. Okay. He comes here, and now you cannot stop checkmate. Okay, excellent game. And I'm going to play one more with him. All right. So this game, oh, wow. The Grob. Wow, he's mentioned that before, but he's never played it against me. So now he's really coming for it. So, I mean, I really haven't played against the Grob that I can remember. So I'm just kind of going on a whim here. So I'm attacking this pawn just by the nature of the e5 move. I'll just take more space in the center. I'm still attacking the pawn. So now he knows how to play this opening, and I'm not too sure about this opening. So he might get a better position out of the opening, or a slightly better position, more comfortable position. But still, now can I just take this pawn? That's the question. I don't see why I can't take the pawn. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the pawn. Maybe that's good in this. I don't know. Oh, he comes back around for that, and he's attacking this again. I could just bring the bishop back, though, right? Oh, no. I cannot. Ah, right. Okay. All right, so I'll just develop. So he takes here. I'm going to play knight d7. He's going to take this pawn. It's going to look like everything's falling, but again, he's going to be taking these pawns with the same piece. So in other words, he's not going to be developing because he's going to be moving the same piece numerous times. And while he's doing that, I'm going to be developing. So I'm going to get development on him. So, that's basically, chess isn't one dimension. It's not just material. It's time, it's space, it's material. As Gary Kasparov would put it, Gary Kasparov, I think, he's the one that said chess is 3 dimensions: space, time, and material. So I definitely agree with that. All right, so I can't play this because I wanted to play this, and then when he moves the queen, attack on b2. But that bishop move is very nice, I have to say. So I can't do that. So I'll have to play the second best place for my bishop and go here. I would like my bishop to go here as well, but again, his queen's protecting that. And now he's going for trying to force a queen trade, it looks like. So I have to play that. And then he trades queens with me. But he should just take, I think. But he wanted to do that. That's fine. Now, the thing about going for a queen trade here that I'm not crazy about is that I was up a pawn. He took on b2. So I guess he could go for it, but I could just win a pawn here, but then he wins this pawn. So, interesting. This is an interesting position here. And he's got a really nice bishop cutting into my position. Do I play that? No, I'll just castle for now. And we'll just see how the game plays out. All right, I'll take there. And now he should take with the pawn to attack my bishop and keep up the tempo. I'll put my bishop on a nice open diagonal. Okay, so now it looks like he's giving me this pawn. However, if I take the pawn, my center is not as good. I'm doubling and isolating my pawns, and this one's weak, and he'll probably get the pawn back anyway. So I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's just best to develop, get my rook into the game, set up discoveries, make him move the king. He should castle here. Okay, that's a mistake because now I get this pawn with check. So now I will take that. I get it with check, and then I'm going to get this pawn. So now his position's going to crumble here. But again, he played very well. He played very well in the opening. He's a very tough player. He's very tough. He's very creative. He plays in the parks in DC, like I've said, so he has a very aggressive style. He has that element to his game as well. And he also has the book game as well too. So he's got both sides. He's very tough player. Okay, so this is pinned, so actually I can still take the pawn. And I could even take the knight if his king stays there, and he'll have to take with this pawn, which separates his pawns. Okay. Now, he should here probably, at this point, I would think maybe king d2. King d2 might be best. It's hard to say. King d2, I take. He could take with the knight. I would probably go king d2. I'm not sure if castling. Okay, he goes f1. I'm not sure about that because now I'm going to pin his knight. And things are getting a little tough to defend sooner or later. So, or I can just bring my knight in here. I can do everything. I can pretty much do a lot of stuff here. But let's just go for this first. So I just want to see how he defends this. So he's played really well so far. So I would think he would just defend it or defend it like this. defending like this is probably best because it also stops my knight from coming into g4. So you want to try to, when you're looking for chess moves, you want to play the move that's not just the best, not just works, but also does multiple things. And bishop f3 looks like it does multiple things. However, I didn't really not look at rook d1. So rook d1 is a counterattack. It's not a straight defensive move. So if I take here, he's going to take. If I take here first, I don't have time now. The whole point was if he didn't defend at all, I would take here, undermine the defense on this knight, and then take. But now if I take, he's going to throw in this in-between move. So it doesn't work. If I take here, he takes with the knight. And then this bishop's. So that's looks like a good move. Looks like a very good move. And also he's going to win the win back the bishop pair. He's going to have the bishop pair here. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So that's a really good move, I think. Do I take or do I take? Which I'll take this way first. So I'll keep one of my bishops. So I'll take, he has to take back with the knight. My bishop's under attack. I want to keep it on this nice diagonal. So I will just simply move it back. Simple chess. Chess could be so simple sometimes, and we tend to complicate it. But chess could be so simple. So I'm going to probably go knight g4 and then try to enter the position like this. Again, bishop f3 is probably best. I do have that, though. He does run into rook e3, which I just saw. So he runs into rook e3, though. So that maybe is not best. Because, I mean, what does he do? Should he play king g2? But then I'm going to double the rooks. So it's just, again, you know, he lost a pawn or two, and now he's just playing down material. Okay, so he's counterattacking the rook. However, I can just take the bishop. I'm also pinning this. So I'm actually going to win 2 pieces here. So I won the bishop, and I'm going to win this bishop. Not to mention, I'm probably going to win more material through the discovered check here. Maybe, maybe not. He should put his rook on a light square. Put everything on light squares. Since my bishop's on a dark square, that's going to deliver the discovered check. The less pieces on dark squares, the less things I could target. Okay, so the knight going to a dark square, not a good idea because now I can take with check and I'm winning more material. He can attack the rook, though. He attacks the rook and he's attacking the bishop. But I can get out of both with this check. And again, just retreat my bishop. First, I'll bring my knight into the game. So now I possibly could mate him here. It's possible. I'll bring this knight into the game. I'm just going to bring all my pieces into the game with check whenever I get a chance to. And I'll throw... This might be checkmate, actually. Did I miss something? Oh, now it's checkmate, I think. Okay. All right. Great games played by my student Cheese. Shout out to him. And if you like these videos, as always, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any content coming out in the future. I'll catch you guys next time. Get out of here. Go play some chess.